Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to see you again in our reading class. And today we come to chapter 3 in our previous book, More Reading Power. We use this book in reading 1. And for effective reading, we still use this book. Okay, let's see chapter 3, Vocabulary Knowledge for Effective Reading. Jadi di vocabulary knowledge and effective reading ini, bagaimana cara melihat vocabulary, bagaimana mengetahui meaning dari satu difficult word tanpa harus melihat kamus. Nah, caranya, the strategy, ada dua cara. Yang pertama kita melihat using context in the sentence to guess the meaning. Jadi kita menggunakan konteks daripada sentence tadi untuk mengguessing meaning daripada difficult word itu. Okay, let's see the example here. I got 3 example. She realized that her boss was a misogynist soon after she started working with him. And the example number B, it is difficult for a woman to work for misogynist. She is never sure of the reason for his criticism. Okay, let's see. The same word for the other example. She knew that no woman would ever get a top-level job in a company owned by misogynist. So we have to guess what is the meaning of misogynist. Apa itu misogynist? From the 3 example, dari 3 example ini kita lihat subjeknya adalah she, a woman, kemudian working for him, man. Jadi bisa saja dari statement dari example A, B, and C, kita bisa mengambil suatu kesimpulan. Misogynist is a man, bisa jadi a man who have negative feeling to a woman. Jadi, a man who have negative feeling to a woman, we say that this is misogynist based on the context. Okay, let's see. The second one, selain daripada menggunakan konteks, kita bisa menggunakan grammar. How? Look at the grammatical structure dengan melihat grammatical structure of the sentence, such as noun, verb, pronoun, adjective, and adverb. Jadi kita akan melihat posisi masing-masing daripada part of speech-nya. Apakah itu noun-nya, verb-nya, pronoun, adjective, atau adverb. Okay, let's see the example here. The news that John was resigning from his job surprised us all. We simply couldn't fathom why he wanted to leave now that the company was finally doing so well. Right? Kita harus menebak the meaning of phantom because this is underlined here. Okay, let's see. Based on the grammatical structure, kita bisa analisis. We is noun atau subjeknya sendiri. Simply is adverb. Couldn't is auxiliary verb. Setelah couldn't, adanya harus diikuti dengan verb. Berarti phantom adalah verb. Nah, we can guess that the meaning of phantom, karena dia verb, kita akan bisa melihat di sana, we simply couldn't fathom. Why? Bisa kita bilang, we simply couldn't understand why he wanted to leave now. Right? Jadi, phantom mempunyai berdasarkan grammatical structure, phantom adalah verb dan artinya adalah understand. Right? Okay, let's see the next example here, number B. Example number B. What is all that ruckus that called to us? If you can't be quiet, you will all go to the bed without no supper. So we have to guess the meaning of ruckus, karena ini yang di-underlined. Let's see, kita analisis grammatical structure dari kalimat itu. What adalah question word, is verb atau auxiliary verb, all adalah adjective, that pronoun, setelah pronoun harus diikuti sama noun. Otomatis ruckus adalah noun. Right. Jadi apa itu? Kita bisa mengambil kesimpulan recurse means, what is recurse mean? Dari susunan katanya, we might say that recurse is noise yang berfungsi juga sebagai noun. Right? Do you understand? So based on this one, kita analisis, kita bisa menebak arti kata tersebut, kata-kata sulit tadi tanpa harus melihat kamus. Okay, let's see the others way yang masuk dalam kategori bagaimana menebak sebuah vocabulary tanpa harus melihat kamus, yaitu dengan menggunakan pronoun. Okay, dia juga mengkonekkan idea. Nah, pronoun seperti yang Anda sudah pelajari, di sini ada he, she, it, we, you, they, dan sebagainya. Oke, kita lihat bagaimana pronoun mengconnect idea. Kita lihat di sini, a modern technology has dramatically changed the way we view the world. With air travel, satellite communication, and computers, it seems a much smaller place this day. Nah, yang di underline di sini adalah it. Kita harus mencari kemana it ini reverse-nya. Nah, untuk menemukan it ini yang dimaksudnya apa, kita harus mencari main noun sebelumnya. Computers adalah noun, okay. Satellite communication juga noun. Air travel juga noun, tapi dia bukanlah main noun. Main noun yang terdekat adalah the world. Maka kita bisa mengambil kesimpulan it adalah the world. It refer to the world. Kalau kita baca di sini, modern technology has dramatically changed the way we view the world. With air travel, satellite communication, and computer, the world seems a much smaller place this day. Alright. Okay, we come to example B. This is on your book. You still have this on your book. That's on page, let me see. That's on page 60. Kita lihat di sana ada a pedicab. Right. Sekarang yang di underline ada it, them, he, them, they, them, and they. Kita harus mencari artinya satu-satu. Oke, kita baca. A pedicab is a small cab which is pulled by a bicycle. This human-powered transportation has been popular in Asia countries for many years. 2 years ago, a local businessman decided to introduce it in Denver, Colorado. Nah, kita harus cari arti it di sini, maka kita harus temukan main noun-nya dulu. What is the main noun for this? Adalah kita cari yang paling dekat. The main noun is to introduce it. It itu adalah di sini sama dengan pedicab. It means the pedicab. Right? Kemudian so far he adalah pronoun untuk orang. Nah, satu-satunya main noun yang mengarah ke orang adalah local businessman. Berarti kita bisa bilang he adalah businessman. And the next is kita punya them di sini. So far he has 4 of them. Them, maka kita cari yang paling dekat juga noun-nya. Them means here as pedicab. Okay. Kemudian let's see next, dia punya they on the road. He explained that they, berarti they ini adalah fungsinya ke masih pedicab. Pedicabs. Oke, kita lihat di sini. He explained that the pedicabs do not take place of taxi. People use them, otomatis di sini juga them masih ke pedicab. People use pedicab, okay, for short rides because the passenger are often people who don't want to work because they ini otomatis siapa? They ini yang paling dekat di sini adalah people. Because people are dressed in evening clothes, right? See it? Okay, to make it clear, you might do the example, you might do the exercise on your book, and let's say the next, we come to the next topic is using synonym. Synonym means that the writer use variety of words to name the same thing. Oke, jadi bisa jadi juga untuk menebak meaning daripada typical word itu kita mencari persamaannya dalam kalimat yang sama, dalam konteks yang sama. Okay, let's see example here. An orange can be a delicious snack. The citrus fruit is also very healthy for you because it is a good source of vitamin C. Oke, yang di underline ada orange and citrus fruit. Jadi, orange, both orange and citrus fruit name the same thing. Right? Sama dia di sini, number B, the Estonians are especially proud of their historic capital city. The walls and gates of old Tallinn are dated back to 13th century. Okay, the capital city and Tallinn refer to the same thing. Jadi dalam sebuah kalimat, dalam sebuah konteks yang sama, kita bisa mencari persamaannya, sinonimnya. Kalau nggak tahu arti daripada Tallinn, maka kita melihat tuh Tallinn adalah capital city. Ada noun yang terdekat daripada Tallinn, main nounnya adalah capital city. Right? I think that's all. And if you have any question, please ask me on our group. We are group. See you.